that you really have to get past the stereotypes, right, about what a revolution and what a resistance really is. If you look carefully at Africans, for example, in the Western Hemisphere, and you want to understand our resistance, all you have to do is look at the general resistance that has emerged throughout this hemisphere. You looked at Cuba, you looked at Nicaragua, you look at Costa Rica, you looked at Panama, you looked at Venezuela, and everywhere you find Africans at the root of those struggles for their independence. And this is a hint at what you're supposed to be doing, right? I was at the National Network on Cuba a number of years ago when I had come back from Trinidad, and I had an opportunity. It just happened to be meeting when I got into town. And the question emerged, what can we do to help Cuba? And I told them, the Cubans can't ask you to do what you need to do. The Cubans can ask you to stop the blockade. The Cubans can ask you to stop U.S. attempts to kill Fidel Castro. The Cubans can ask you to leave them alone, but they're not going to ask you to do what you need to do. Because what you need to do is destroy capitalism and imperialism right here in the place that you live. Our movement is a cowardly movement. They will fight everything except for the real thing. I bring this up because the Palestinian people have been placed in a very precarious situation. With a large portion of your diasporic population being in the belly of the beast, and being directly responsible, and I didn't say helping, I said responsible for what is happening in Gaza today. So you now have the same responsibility that we have to destroy this capitalist and imperialist system. But you had an added incentive of an ongoing genocide. So what has been a long-term objective for us becomes a short-term objective for you. It changes the paradigm. And this is the message I've been trying to bring this whole weekend. These are not usual times. These are unusual times. This is a unique moment in history. I was telling one of our comrades that I don't know why the fates are as they are, and why history dropped this responsibility into your lap. But whether I know why it happened or not, it happened. And I think that's the situation that we are in. And I do also think that when we start talking about things like Pan-Africanism or other things, we should talk about them as something, a conversation we're having in the midst of a war. Because when you take it out of the context of war, it could be turned into some liberal project. And we got a bunch of non-violent Pan-Africanists. I don't understand that shit. I don't know what makes you think these imperialists are going to give you your land back. It ain't going to happen. So we have to assess these ideas in the context of the time and the space that we occupy, and then use them to advance us as we go forward.
Thank you so much. I think we have a question over here.